Welcome back to Platinum Hunters Extra, the show where we take a look at all things trophies when they're not trophy guides. And now another month of games has gone and a new set of PlayStation Essential games have come in. And I think this month is... I don't want to say that any of these games are bad, because these games matter to somebody, especially if you love Need for Speed, or you love indie games, or fighting games. But for me, I think this month is a little bit soft, and maybe there's a game or two that I might want to check out. But we're going to go over their trophy list and see how they play out, and then I can make a decision from there. As well, later in the video, we're going to cover the PlayStation Extra games, as there's a lot being added to that service. That service just continues to clap cheeks on a monthly basis. And finally, they're going to add some new PlayStation Plus games, ones that should have been on the service from the very beginning. And I don't know why they're just coming now. But let's start with our games here in PS Essential first. We got Need for Speed Heat, which is the last Need for Speed game to come out. There has been a big break in Need for Speed games since this game came out, and people have said this is one of the better ones. So if you're looking for a Need for Speed game to play, this is definitely one to check out. While being a huge Need for Speed fan back in the day with that legendary run of Hot Pursuit 2, Underground 2, Most Wanted, the original, and Carbon as well. I enjoyed Carbon, but after that I kind of fell off the series, and I think a lot of people did too. The games were just not living up to the expectations of those games before it, but people say this one is much better. So what you're gonna do here for this game that's 4 out of 10 difficulty, 35 hours, first you're gonna beat the story and continue to level up. Apparently there is a bit of farming and grind that you'll have to do to level up. That's the part that kind of like disinterests me. A lot of games that I consider playing for the channel, I reconsider a lot because grind is involved, and I just don't like that. I get bored. Then you're going to want to collect all the collectibles. You're going to want to get 3 stars on every activity. And then there's a bunch of miscellaneous trophies to clean up and do. If you're looking for a Need for Speed game to play, or an arcade racer, if you've been longing for something to play, I hear this is one of the better ones. I think you should check it out. Then if you're looking to get your indie fix, Toem is the game for you. And out of them all, to be honest, this might be the one I want to check out, especially considering it's only 3 to 6 hours. It's an easy investment. This game reminds me a lot of A Short Hike, which we covered on the channel with its own trophy guide. It's a very quick platinum, 3 to 6 hours. Collect everything, do a bunch of trophies inside the world. The only other part of the trophy guide is cleaning up some of the other stuff. There's 38 trophies to collect. 2 out of 10, much easier, easy plat to get without going and doing the frickin' jumping games. Don't pollute your list with those, please. Do it for me. Don't. Play games like this instead. And then if you're looking to get your fighting game fix, this one is for you. The difficulty, 5 out of 10, 2 playthroughs, 25 hours. That doesn't sound so bad, but I imagine at 5 out of 10 you have to be pretty good with fighting games. I won't say you have to be like a masterful fighting game player like you would have if you wanted to do, like, let's say Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom or the Street Fighter plats. This looks like it's more manageable of a plat for a fighting game, and the only other one I can think of that might be easier than this is Tekken 7. But for me, this is an Arc System Works fighting game, which I love their art styles and they look beautiful to watch, but to play, I'm just not into the quarter circles and all that kind of stuff. It's just not my jam. But if you're looking for something like that, go into this, get your basics down, do some arcades, some versus, some missions. Then they have an RPG mode, which I hope that doesn't mean like an RPG system. It actually, now that I'm looking through it now, it kind of sounds pretty interesting. If they actually mix an RPG with fighting games, like almost like tactic style, that's kind of cool. But essentially, you have to beat that, you have to get all the trophies in that. Of course, what would a fighting game be without online trophies? So there are some online trophies, and then of course lots of things to clean up. You got your usual, like, throw an opponent 100 times, or like you got like all that usual stuff they put in fighting games. So I think this is one to definitely check out if you're a fan of Arc System Works games, fighting games, maybe even the series Granblue Fantasy. If you're a fan of that, maybe this is right up your alley. For me, I'm out. I'm just not really into fighting games all that much. So in general, I'm kind of out when it comes to these three games. I don't think you'll see any of these three come to the channel, at least not now. But we are going to take a look at the PlayStation Extra games, which is a very, very good list of games, and some of them that I've considered in the past bringing them to the channel and covering them in trophy guide form. So on the banner image here, you got Watch Dogs 2, you got Chicory, you got Deathloop, you got Assassin's Creed Origins, Xenoverse 2, that's cool. I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan, and I've been looking for ways to talk about Dragon Ball on this channel, and I haven't decided which way I want to introduce it yet. But those are all very good to great games that are being added here. You got more, the list just keeps going and going. You've got Spiritfarer, which I've really wanted to play for a long time, and that game is finished as far as its content. So now would be like the perfect time to download it and play it. It's a very heartwarming game, very cool art style. If you really like indie games, this is definitely one to check out if you haven't done it already. They got more games coming. Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX. So I believe that's the remake with HD graphics of the old one. They're from another time that's considered retro now, but cool. You got two Rayman games. Well, this one is not really a Rayman game, it's the Rabbids. But you do got Rayman Legends, which to platinum this game, I'm out. No, the grind for this platinum is insane. So I am out when it comes to that. But if you're looking for a fun Rayman platformer to play, certainly this is one of the best in that series. And then you got your classic beat 'em up in Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game complete edition with all the DLC that did get delisted back on the PS3. So it's good that it's here on PS Extra, but I do think you should buy a copy of it. It's not very expensive, especially it goes on sale a lot, and just have it, because one day I think maybe even this might get delisted. Who knows how that license works. But there's a lot of great games coming to PS Extra, so if you do have that service, there's quite a bunch of things added that you might want to check out, and a few things that I'm probably going to check out one time or another, like maybe Scott Pilgrim. I might check out Spiritfarer. Deathloop is interesting, and I don't know how long it's going to stay on the service with the whole Microsoft buying Bethesda thing. So I might check that out now while I have a chance to play it for the price that I'm paying for PS Extra. But there is something I haven't paid for yet, and that's PlayStation Premium, and that's because across the span of June to September, I think PS Premium sucks. Honestly, the way that most of the games I want to play are all streaming, and the fact that a steady amount of games has not been coming out for this service, I personally think that it's not a good deal to buy PlayStation Premium yet, and I've bought some of the stuff a la carte already. But they're adding Syphon Filter 2, so finally they're adding another PS1 game, finally, after we had the 5 that had trophies, plus a couple other ones. If it ain't got trophies, I don't care. But yeah, Syphon Filter 2. So I have to catch up with this, so I may make a trophy guide that has Syphon Filter 1 and 2 in one video. So that's potentially a video that I might make on the channel. And then, curiously enough, they've added the Sly collection, Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, and Bentley's Hack Pack to the service, which is weird because all of those things you could play on PlayStation Now, and when they carried the games over from PlayStation Now to the new PS Premium tier, they were absent, but Infamous was there. So you could play Infamous off the start, but these were absent. So I don't understand why these games weren't there from the beginning, but At least they're here now, so people who want to stream these games, I don't recommend streaming them because platformers, you kind of need precision. But if you do have a good internet connection and want to stream and check those out, that's an option. And then they're adding Toy Story 3 and Kingdom of Paradise from the PSP. And those are games I've never played before. I assume they have no trophies, so I don't care. Really, if it ain't got trophies, I don't give a shit. And that's everything you need to know for this month. Don't forget to grab those monthly games before they roll over. So Yakuza Like a Dragon, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, and Little Nightmares, which we did cover on the channel, and we did a guide that no death speedrun nearly killed me. Holy cow, but we got it done. It's on the channel. You can check that out right now. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this. We're going to be covering all these games coming out every month in video form, as well lots of trophy guides to check out. We just did The Last of Us Remastered, so I definitely think if you're looking for that platinum, you should check out that guide to help you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.